Hey, what's up YouTube? How y'all been? So there everybody, for those of you who did not watch my previous video when I did the Vanguard video on this channel, as I also mentioned in that video, Zelda will be kind of occupied for a little bit, so there's a few things that's coming up, so Zelda's not going to be able to do a few YouTube videos on this channel every now and then, which is no big deal. So he asked me to do like a video or two for him on this channel. So here's the second video he asked me to do. So this video right here, I'm going to do a deck profile of my current Twilight Chaos Dragons for the July 2015 ban list, even though this ban list is right around the corner, being almost over as such. Anyways, I want to give you guys a little deck profile that it's one of the many few dragon decks I happen to be falling in love with for quite some time. Something I really like to play around with. Something I love to do a lot of fun things here and there and such. If you guys have watched my channel, you guys know how much I do love this deck right here. But for those of you who do not know, check my channel out, and you guys might actually know how much I like this deck here and there. And yeah, this deck is definitely a tad bit different than how I normally do this deck on my channel. So this deck has gone through a little bit of changes since the last time this deck profile has been on that channel. So yeah, I'll explain to you guys how this deck is right now in a moment, and I'll explain my tech choices here and there, all that good stuff. So yeah, here we go. Alright, so start off with the monster lineup. Start off with 3 JDs. Judgment Dragon is probably till this day one of the best Yu-Gi-Oh monsters ever to be printed so far. That's ever been legal to be in legal playlists. So, what he does is, for those who do not know, he can be special summoned from hand and field as long as you have at least 4 more Light Sworns with different names in your graveyard. He cannot be normal summoned except by his own effect, and he can't be special summoned except by his own effect. All that good such. Pay 1,000 life points. Board wide the entire field. Actually, I shouldn't be explaining that. I'm used to doing Vanguard videos, that's why. My apologies. JD, probably one of the best ideal boss cards in the game right now. And what makes this deck so great is that with the way how this deck is built together, he can actually coexist with some of the cool plays with his deck here and there. And JD can just do a lot of huge explosive plays here and there. And even every now and then set you up for some OTKs, FTKs here and there, which is actually amazing. Next up, we have 3 Light Pulsars, probably an absolute staple in Chaos Dragons in my opinion. When he dies, get a Dark Dragon with 5 or more stars. Nothing really too special about that, other than I'll let you do some stuff. 2 Dark Flares, send a dragon from hand in the graveyard to send a dragon to protect the graveyard, and you can banish off one of your opponent's cards in the graveyard and do some stuff from there. And then 1 Remedy, because Remedy, one of the best dragons in the entire game in my opinion. So yeah, that's pretty much your basic Chaos Dragon engine. Also along with this, 2 Eclipse Wyvern. 2 is still 1 because we are playing 4 targets for this card, so it makes sense to play this card at 2. Why not? Eclipse Wyvern, get your JDs or Redmond removed, and then banish them with either your winning Chaos monsters or something else in particular. And then after which, you get that boss dragon back to your hand and do some good stuff from there. 3 Black Dragons. There's actually more lights and dark in this deck right here, so that's why I'm playing max of him and no of the white dragons, because there's not really too many monsters. Yes, there's a few obvious dark targets, but the deck is a little bit more focused on banishing him for obvious reasons, to the point where white dragon doesn't really become that needed here and there. And your Light Sworns, if you do need rank 4 Exceeds monster, your Light Sworns and along with these 2 guys span the field pretty well, to the point where White Dragon becomes a little bit obsolete. Maybe in the near future, I might sneak at least 1 copy of White Dragon or so, maybe as such. But as of right now, I feel like White Dragon is not really too necessary. You got your Black Dragons to allow you to do your stuff with such, and yeah. So Black Dragon is very good. Rank 4 Exceeds plays, level 8 Synchro plays with your Raidens, and after you drop him, do your stuff, whatever. You can banish him off, bring out your Redmond, do some stuff from there. And next, instead of 1 copy, I play 2 copies of Divine Dragon Apocalypse. He's good for obviously getting your JDs back in your hand. You can get your Redmans back in your hand, your Light Pulsar Dark Flares back in your hand. And if you have like a certain extra deck dragon in your graveyard that you want back in your extra deck, when you want to do another Exceeds or Synchro Summon with that dragon, you can have that dragon prepared for that right then. And yeah, and Divine Dragon is just really great for that. And I played 2 of them because there were plays where I was forced to banish off one of them to do a Chaos play here instead, with such. But do not worry, I'm now playing 2, so it's not going to be as bad when things like that happen. And even especially if you're forced to banish him off to bring out Redmond, that you conveniently happen to use this effect to get your Redmond back for and all that such. So yeah. 2 Divine Dragons. No one you want to underestimate. And for Lightsworn engine, we have, of course, 3 Luminas, 3 Radiants. That's pretty much a basic staple for Lightsworn decks, I think. And one of my YouTuber friends are actually currently doing this right here. So I'm kind of doing a little bit like this with here and there, all that such. I'm playing 3 Lila, so it's not just one of my Yugi friends. Some of my Yugi friends are actually doing this with some of their Lightsworns and Twilight Chaos Dragon decks of their own as well. So yeah, 3 Lilas for back row hate, and then for 1 of the Lightsworns, 1 Monk, 1 Garroth, 1 Jane, and a little Raikou, just so I can pop off some in particular, and just of course have an extra name for some JDs and such. So yeah. Lightsworn engine, and then everything else is just 3 Necros, so I can block off some attacks. And of course, your idea boss key Chaos monsters for most Chaos decks, 2 Chaos Sorcerers, and 1 BLS. No explanation why this is really good like this. And all I'm really playing for spells is just 3 Solar Recharges, and then 2 Charger Light Brigades. That's all that's really needed for spells. The ideal goal of this deck right here is be able to mill off your monsters as fast as possibly can, so you can use a big huge push Chaos plays, go for JD, and pretty much go for the kill as fast as you possibly can. So traps are not really necessary right now. Traps end up becoming a little bit cloggy with this deck here and there. I tried Breakthrough Skill. I tried what was it? Bottomless Shuffle, not Bottomless, Treacherous Shuffle. I tried Treacherous Shuffles. Those were good cards at the time, but honestly, I feel like playing just spells and monsters with this deck is really necessary. It's all about going speed, going for the kill as fast as possibly can. So by then, the traps don't really become that needed for a deck like this. And that's it for the monster lineup, and actually the entire deck, I should be saying. That's it for the entire main deck right there. Now for the extra deck, as I've always said on my videos, I've always said the extra deck, when it comes to Chaos Dragons or Twilight Chaos Dragons or anything related to such, it's always based upon player's preference and what he or she normally deals with whenever he or she goes to his or her locals as such. So the extra deck is never always the same. There's always at least something changing randomly out of nowhere at the last minute. So even at the time you see the extra deck right here, there could be some things change here and there. But for the most part, I am happy with what the extra deck is right now at the moment. For the extra deck is 1 Stardust Spark, 1 Hybrid Dragon, 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 regular Stardust Dragon, 1 Black Rose, 1 Michael, 1 Clear Wing, 1 Potami in case of that rare occasion where I overlay my 2 Light Pulsars together and bring this guy out. And when I bring this guy out, he actually becomes very useful. And then everything else is just staple stuff for Wing Fork stuff. Beast Dweller, 101, Musket, Queen Dragoon, Cowboy, Exciton, and in case if I run that rare occasion where I overlay 2 Luminas together, or Lumina Necro together, or 2 Necros together, the 1 Wind-Up Zen Mains. Actually, one time, conveniently, I actually made a Wind-Up Zen Mains with using 2 Necro Garnets. It was actually funny. Yeah. Alright, so that right there, everybody, was my Twilight Chaos Dragons. There will be some couple changes I will be probably doing with this deck in the near future. I'm not really too sure what I'm going to be doing with this deck here and there. As I just said with the extra deck, the deck is never fully finalized, and there's always some changes here and there with this deck that I always do every now and then from time to time. But nonetheless, it's one of my personal favorite decks, and it's just a deck that's loads of fun, and it's definitely worth a try out for those who are interested. I guarantee you all that regardless if you care for Chaos Dragons or not, it is a fun deck that you all love, enjoy, play with here and there. Just really great. Do some fun combos and just allow you to do some kills here and there and such. And if you want to see more decks like this, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Christian Dragoon. I have my own YouTube channel. It might be in the description down below. On my YouTube channel, I do Yu-Gi-Oh! Dragons. I'm all about Yu-Gi-Oh! Dragons. I have various decks such as Disaster Dragon, Chaos Dragons, Dragoonies, Heretics, etc., etc., etc. The list goes on. And I'm also a card by Vanguard player. And on my channel, not only I also do Yu-Gi-Oh! Dragons, I also do card by Vanguard, Kagero, and Narukami as well. So if you like Kagero's Narukami of Card by Vanguard, while also Dragons in general of Yu-Gi-Oh!, you might like my channel. Links in the description down below for those who are interested. thank you all, and for those of you who just stopped by and subscribed to my channel recently after watching this video, thank you all very much. It definitely means a lot to me. So other than that, comment, rate, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys around, and I'm out. Peace.